Hi guys, I'm Climate of Joe. Welcome back to another stream. I don't even know if it's live. That's good, isn't it? I don't even know if the stream's live. Welcome to a stream on the Climate of Joe YouTube channel. We're on my ideas world right now. Because I've come up with an idea for a build. Hello, Oraway. Welcome to the stream. I come up with an idea for a build, everybody. So we are just going to put this into my Discord server. I haven't turned Discord on my laptop because I will be honest, I haven't turned my laptop on today. That's the wrong Discord server. I can't see what I'm doing. Boo! What for? What have I done? Hello, Lunabot. Lunabot on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm just trying to put my stream link into my Discord server. My screen's got quite dusty from when I did some cleaning late last night, and I can't see the screen because of how much dust has landed on my laptop. Just excuse me, guys. My laptop screen has got very, very dusty. Use your eyes. I couldn't see. The dust was blanketing it. Right, there we go. Put into the Discord server that we are live. I think. Yes, we've done that. Good. Use your eyes then. I couldn't. It was that. Your eyes are fucked. You've got 2.25. I have no idea what that means, I'm afraid. So, we're on the ideas world, guys. I thought I would show you guys how I design stuff for my world. So, I've designed a mini game. I've designed a mini game for us to build today. Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to have that. I didn't know they had numbers on glasses. I don't even know what numbers on my glasses, to be honest. I do have to wear glasses, but only for computers. I never wore them playing football or anything like that. I always took them off. Hi, nice stream. Hello, Red X. Welcome to the stream. Right, guys. First things first. We need to work out how big this build is. So, I'm going to be super honest. This is how I work out I'll be super honest. This is how I work out how big a build is. Hey, do you remember me? Of course I remember you. Of course I remember you, Music Shake Mustang. Bollocks. We're currently at a barbecue. Cool. I forgot to do something a second. Yeah, I'm sort of the same. I'm sort of the same. Well, I have to wear glasses, but I don't always wear them. But that's why you have to. Well, no, it's not really. It can be a lazy eye. It can be a lazy eye, But it could also be that one eye's doing more of the work. So, 30... Yeah, if one eye does more work, that can just be... That's not always a lazy eye. Shit. We had 32 on it with 33, so this is... So 33... But to be honest, all eyes are sensitive to do. All eyes are sensitive to light. That's guaranteed. So 7, guys. Right. First of all, we've got to go to my survival world, and we've got to find a place where we can afford to put a 33. Well, I need to think. We need to go into my world and find a spot where we can afford to put something that's 33 blocks. Hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26. What's the QR code for? The QR code is for a novel that I wrote. That I published literally just last week. Would I ever download Pocket Edition on my computer? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Before I forget, guys, I'm just gonna... Yes, this is going to be slightly too small for what I want to do. Yeah, the QR code's for a novel that I published last week, guys. It's not really legal. I need to find a place, guys, that is 30, that I can afford to put something that's 33 blocks in. I would get away with building it here if we hadn't to put the TNT bridge, because it's not supported. Yeah. I need to find a spot of the second that is at least 33 blocks long. I think I could get away with it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 33. Hello, Potos. Welcome back. Just going to put that there a sec, guys, because that generally would be 33 blocks. I just need to go and find some torches a second, because that generally is 33 blocks. What would the minigame be? I'll show you guys in a minute. I will show you guys in a minute what our minigame is going to be. I'm going to show you what it will be in 2 seconds. There we go. Now we need, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A block in the middle, then 2 blocks. Yes. So, if we run over to here, we should be able to put in a couple of mini games in this section here. So, I believe that lines up. I just need to quickly dump some stuff. Oh, so I do apologise, guys. I'm actually on the shattered side. I'm actually quite on the tired side today, but we're going to stream because I think it'd be cool for us to build a mini game today. So we're just going to go and kill I don't know, Gromby the zombie, and then Zombie the zombie. That's kind of, we'll keep these. Oh shoot, this sand might be useful actually, and these 43 fences might actually saying that, I'm going to take these and these. We're going to use some of the fences from this roller coaster because we are going to need some. Do I allow... I can't... Well, sometimes I would. Sometimes I would. But I haven't done that in recent years because I got my... This world got griefed. But we have a realm copy that people can play. We have a realm copy of this world that people can play. It's basically for channel members, so people can pay to play it. Right, so I'm going to put those in there. So I know for the start, I know what I need for the start of this for this game. For the start of this game, I know what we're going to need. We're going to need no, this isn't PlayStation. This is Nintendo Switch. I do want to create a realm version of this on Java eventually. I don't want that set. Do we have like another shulker box at the moment? Just happen to be 3. Yeah, we're just gonna look around for some blocks. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little sweaty. I literally went on a walk because it's really nice today. I will admit, guys, I went on a walk just before this stream. I got back literally minutes before the stream. I've decided to try to walk a lot more this year. Well, it depends. This one occurred to me when I was jumping into bed last night. Kind of weird, isn't it? This one popped in my head last night when I was about to go to bed. I just had this really bizarre build idea pop into my head, and I couldn't shake it. I couldn't shake this build idea. So I went on my Minecraft world last night I went on my ideas world last night at 3 o'clock in the morning, and basically went and built what I had an idea of. This is what we're going to need. And then we're going to need some yellow. I'm just getting us all the blocks that we need to do. So Basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you how I plan my builds, how I plan my videos, really. So we're just going to head home. We're going to head back to the minigame area now. Luckily for us, the minigame where we are going to be building is literally just behind that build. So this new build is going to go on that little grass place there. How much even are decent PCs nowadays? Decent PCs are whatever you make them, though. Right, so now we're going to hop off to the build. We're going to hop to here now, and I'm going to show you the idea of what we're going to build. So I've already given it a name. It's called Watch Your Step, and the idea is you've got to hop. It's basically a parkour game, but you and an opponent have to jump across here, narrowly not going in the hole, because if not, there's going to be like, I don't know, like a 20 block drop. And the idea is you've got to do it twice. You can't touch the yellow here, so you've got to, you know, hop, 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 hop. See, I would have fallen in then. You've got to hop, hop. And we've done it. But then we've got to go back. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom. And then we've got to try and do it again, because it's the first person to light both of their lights up. How you fly in survival? It's a creative world. You can. I've got host. It's my idea. It's my ideas world. I've got host privileges on. It's my ideas world, so I've got host privileges on. If you have host privileges on, you can do anything. I can set it to peaceful. I can move to creative. I can fly in survival. It's that's what I'm doing, Potos. That's what I'm doing. But unfortunately, on my ideas world, I can only dig down 4 blocks. That's why there's nothing there. That's why there's nothing there. There will be a drop. There is going to be a drop, but unfortunately, on the ideas world, I can't add that at the moment. So the first bit we're going to work on is this part. So, Joe, am I late? Well, you're not late. You can never be late to the stream. The only person that can be late... Oh, sorry. You said you hate your life. I thought you said you were late. But you're not late. Don't say that, Duffel. There's people that say that. Hello, Mario Morris. Welcome to the stream. There's people that say they hate their lives, Duffel. And what do they hate of their lives, if you get what I mean? What do they hate in their lives? So, she died. I think I'm missing a bit of context here. Give me a sec. I'm missing a bit of context. I am sorry to hear that. There ain't no way British people have internet. No, that's a miss. No, we do have internet. Wyoming Hotshot, welcome to the stream, by the way. No, we do have internet. That's more of a... Yeah, that's more of... That's... I wouldn't say that's fake news. That's sort of manipulated news. That's not really a fake news that British people don't have internet. That's more of a... That's more of like a manipulated news story. Over-exaggerated news story. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Duffel. Yeah, what really happened there? What really happened there? No, where that come from? Where that actually came from was that there was some riots a few years ago in the UK, and it was fanned by misinformation online. So what actually happened was it happened to be at the time that the British government brought out laws to arrest people that had spread false information, unproved information. It was partially that, but it wasn't about saying something online. It was about whether people spread misinformation. There were riots on the streets of the UK. That's basically part of it. There was riots on the streets in the UK that it was partially. Some of it was caused by. Yeah, but that's over exaggerated. A lot of that's over exaggerated. While some of it comes from some of it's partially true. It's kind of like, for example, some of the news you see in America, for example, where the American government claimed fake news. Some of it's partially true, but a lot of it's been, exaggerated, because all the news will exaggerate it. So that's partially where that sort of comes from. It's not... While it's not 100% not true, it's also not 100% true, because a lot of it's been exaggerated. But all the news corporations have done that for centuries, over exaggerated. Right wing, left wing news will always over exaggerate what's going on to sell papers, to get clicks. And that's how old is my world? My Minecraft world is 10 years old. So the doors will go here. Yeah, I said it's not. But the thing is, though, it's not actually lies. It's not actually lies. It's every news corporation, all the news corporations, they will always over exaggerate what's going on. Like, crime figures, for example. Over the last 20, 30 years, crime figures have actually dropped, but news corporations will still say crime is high, because saying crime is high sells more papers than saying it's actually lowered. My brother is 6'1" and I'm 5'10", but I could probably take him down because he's very skinny. Probably Pixel King, to be honest. It's not about how tall you are. It's basically about how big you are. So if you're 220 pounds or something like that. If you're 220 pounds and your brother's only like 150. You wouldn't even be allowed to fight him in any competitions, because it would be too much of a weight advantage. I once went to Liverpool and Birmingham. Yeah, they're not exactly scary. They're not exactly scary, but major cities are always going to be like that. Every major city has their really bad spots. Every major city has its bad spots. But they also have their good spots. But news corporations won't talk about the good stuff. They only talk about the... You should do a stream where you play a bunch of your mini games. We could do that in the future. So, I'm going to start by doing the... Do I full on quit? Yeah, I am really sorry to hear that. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig down. Yeah, based on your... Oh. Based on your comment, Pixel King, yeah. If you are... I don't know, much heavier, like over 200 pounds, and they're much skinnier, yeah. Yeah. I think everybody does that with their siblings. Shit. I've made a mistake. And this needs to be yellow. Did you think about the Discord? I haven't, Duffel. You need to ask Decepted, really, because he was the one that banned you. I can't undo every... If it was a battle to the death. Yeah. But like wrestling, for example, if it was regular wrestling, you wouldn't be able to wrestle him, probably. Oh, shoot. Yeah, you would have to... I know, you'd have to ask Decepted because he was the one that banned you. I can't overrule everything that Decepted does. Oh, sorry guys, I got a bit of cramp. So, this is looking partially right. So, I now need to remember what I need to do next. Well, the first things we can do is go to the nearest crafting table, which... Yeah, what I meant is when you wrestle someone in regular wrestling, there's basically like a weight class. So basically, anybody over 200, anybody over 215 has to wrestle. It's a really interesting thing that their weight classes. I think it's 115. 130, 185, 215, 285. So anyone over 215 has to wrestle people. Yeah, anyone over 215 has to wrestle everybody. Have you made parkour lava? I haven't. I've made a spleef arena. Whenever you do a squats a nightmare. Squats aren't that bad though. Squats aren't that bad. Tell you what, I'm going to give you guys a story about squats. I'm going to give you a story about squats, guys. Basically, when I was in school, a guy in my class jumped on my shoulders, and I somehow squatted them because they jumped on my shoulders while I was doing something, and this guy jumped on my shoulders, and I squatted this guy's full. I wouldn't say that though. I wouldn't say that. It's not when you're small or you're tall. It depends on basically if you're trying to do it. Oh, pardon me. It's not really that you can get buff quickly when you're small. It's basically just a double-sided thing of tall people can lift more. Tall people can lift more, can tend to be able to lift more. But it's not it's either way. It's both has its advantages. Right, let's go hop off to this. I think I just disabled autosave instead. In fact, I don't think I really need autosave on. Jesus, we've had 110 views in the last 30 minutes. We lost over 100. Arsenal over Man City. To be honest, it's boring. Man City winning the league every year is kind of boring. So that needs to be 2 blocks, then 3. Tell you what. Ed called me a bitch and I'll get mad. No, he didn't call you a bitch. He said, "What's up, bitches?" Duffel. He didn't say that. He said, "What's up, bitches?" He wasn't talking to you. That's "What's up, bitches" is basically saying hello. It's another word of saying hello. So he was aiming that at everyone, not just you. So oh, I don't need any yellow here. Hello, Bambi Miller. Welcome to the stream. Just want to get a screenshot of this, guys, a second. The idea is, it's so... well, the idea is to do this, so you guys... The idea is to do this bit, so basically no one can see the other person jumping. So they get to the end, and then they find out if they've, won it or not. How tall's that? 3, then another 3. Okay, right, I think we got this. I think we got it now. Right, let's get this. Hello, I like and subscribe. Oh, thank you, Joshua Mitchum. Thank you. That's really kind of you. Right, so now, guys, we can go across here now. I can't wait to get another reactor core. Yeah, a nether reactor core. I do know what that is because that was in Bedrock when I played it back in the day. Right, so we're going to go this way. 3. Can we not have people just insulting each other in here after yesterday, please? What is a nether reactor core? Back on the Pocket Edition, they didn't have the nether. Back in the day, Pocket Edition couldn't support the nether, so they had to add this thing called a nether reactor core, and you had to turn it on via a diamond sword, and that was how you were able to get items from the nether. It spawned a redstone build in your world, and that's how you got items from the nether. It was just him saying "what's up, bitches" isn't an insult. Can everyone just calm down, please? I don't want to have to, I don't want to have to time anyone else out today, guys. Last night I had to time people out I had to time out a lot of people last night, and I hated it. I hate having to time people out. It's boring. Right, so Nah, James Garner's worth more than that. Nah, he's not worth 30 million. He's worth a little bit more than 30 million because he's been unplayable this season. James Garner is a good player. I don't think I can't see him leaving Everton though. I can't actually see him leaving Everton. Yeah, going on to that point, I know you're upset, Defil, about what's happened, but you can't take it out on other people in here. I think he's bad. No, he's not bad, Orabelli. He's not bad, but the problem is he came from the Serie A. Tiano Barry's got a really good striker. He's come from the most strikers who come in, most football players that come in from Europe don't always do really well in their first season because it's a whole new league. The Premier League's completely different to the Spanish league. The Spanish league is the Premier League is a much higher intensity game than the Premier League's a much higher intensity game than the Spanish league. If you get what I mean, Orabelli, I mean Benjamin Sesko was the same. Benjamin Sesko was the same. When did Sesko sign for United? Like, for example, Sesko started out pretty shit. Sesko started out quite shit at United. He's got better now. But yeah, Tiano Barry's not a bad player. It's just that he's in a new league. That's got a much higher intensity, quality. It's kind of the same as Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku initially didn't start well in England. He had no service in the beginning, but that's the same as Tiano Barry. Tiano Barry had no service initially. He was trying to take shots from, but Sesko still missed a load of sitters at the start. Ooh, sorry. Oh, sorry, my arm smelt. And then my hand smelt. It smelt nasty. There we go. What was I going to say, guys? But yeah, it's like Sesko didn't started out not very good. Some of the sitters that he missed at the start weren't very good. In fact, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who's now doing really well for Leeds, Dominic Calvert-Lewin started out shit at Everton. Dominic Calvert-Lewin didn't turn good until Marco Silva came to Everton. Let me think of some other examples. I can't think of any more at the moment. I apologise, guys. I'm just trying to think of some other examples. But yeah, there's many players like that. I love to win soccer review. Yeah, there's many players like that. Tiano Barry will be a good striker. It's like Beto. Yeah, that's kind of... I understand that. Right, so this is where the last drop is. Like I'm going for a PC phase. Yeah. I just got guys. How many blocks do I need to go down to die? How many blocks do I need to go down to for me to die? In do you think? Good morning. Good afternoon for me. It's 5 p.m. for me. So, good afternoon. 30? Okay. I'm going to do it all at once. I'm going to do it all at once. So... But yeah, James Garner's worth more than 30 million, Oreo Belly. Because Everton think he's at least 50 million, 60 million. 30 million would be a steal. But now he's in the England squad. I don't actually think he'd want to go back to Man United because he played for them but couldn't get in the squad. Everton bought him. I think Man United need to stop. I think Man United need to stop buying other people's players, and they need to start working with their youth academy, because that was their problem at the moment. They have no homegrown talent. They've had Kobe Mainu come through, but it literally 20 years ago, Man United had a full squad of practically homegrown players. Now you can't. Now you can only name like one, maybe two. I mean, technically, it's more important than me going through my clock phase. I used to be super with mechanical, even more than I am with computers. But it's still interesting, though. And I'm going to say this, guys. And I'm going to say this, based on what Pixel King said. Everyone has their interests. Everyone has their interests that they love. And you will get bullied for those interests. But eventually, other people have interests similar to you. Yeah, well, it wasn't important. Obviously, my grandparents don't think it's important. My grandparents think computers have ruined the world. But yeah. Well, your phone technically isn't a PC in a way. Your phone's technically isn't a PC. Your phone is a communication device, because we've had phones longer. We've had phones longer than we've had computers. Don't do that, Duffel. Don't do that, Duffel. There's always something worth living for. There's always something worth living for. You're only 18. You're only, 18 years old. You've got so much more life to live. No, we had computers longer than we have phones. No. The first computers didn't come out. The first computers came out in the 1940s. We've had telephones. We've had telephones since the 1800s. The first computers, we didn't have. The first actual computers. The first computer was the first computer was built in 1945. Alan Turing Alan Turing's computers that was obviously made in 1945. But yeah, we've had phones. We've had phones longer than that. We've had phones since the 1820s. Yeah, don't Duffel. But the definition of a phone has now changed. Well, it hasn't. It hasn't changed. It's just that Steve Jobs come about with this idea to make phones basically portable computers. But no, we've not had computers more than phones, because the definition of a phone hasn't changed, Oravelli, because it's still called a phone. It's still called a telephone. But it's just now that it's been rebranded to just calling it a phone rather than calling it a telephone. Well, no, they're not different. They're the same thing. They're the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not... They're the same thing. It's just that phones now have become mobile. They didn't need a cord. But back then, to power them, they needed a cord. So they're not different. Mobile phones and telephones are exactly the same thing. It's just that phones now have become cordless. Kind of like, for example, cameras. Cameras once had to be wired up, and now cameras can run on their own battery. How deep do you guys think I need to go? No, smartphones are smaller laps. Yeah, but they're still phones. They're still telephones. That's the whole... If you take the name phone off, if you take the name smart off, it's still a phone. A phone is a phone. It does what... It does the purpose it's done since the 1800s. It contacts people. It's just now that we've invented other ways of contacting people, like, voice chat and things. Yeah, Duffel, I know you feel really upset, but that's not an option. It's not just about your life, it's about everyone around you. It's about everyone around you. I don't think they do, actually. I don't think they do have a buyback clause. No. Man United sold James Garner to Everton for a fee of £15 million. They did not include a buyback clause. No, they negotiated a sell-on clause. They have a sell-on clause. It will get worse. No, but you... Well, if you get what I mean, Duffel, I know how sad you feel right now. But in 5 years' time, you will look back and go, why was I this sad? You're only 18. You've got many more years to live. No, that's not. No, you can't buy him back with a sell-on clause. A sell-on clause is basically, if Everton sell him for 100 million, Man United get a little bit of the profits. So, say they have a 5% sell-on clause. If they have a 5% sell-on clause, it means they get 5% of whatever the transfer was. So you can't buy someone back with a sell-on clause. The sell-on clause is you get a tiny bit of the profit. So, for example, Jarrad Branthwaite. If Everton was to sell Jarrad Branthwaite for 80 million, they have Carlisle has a 10% sell-on clause. So Carlisle would get 8 million from the deal. That 8 million would be enough. That 8 million, they would get 8 million because of 80 million. 8% of 8 million is 8 million. 80 million, 8% is 8 million. If you get what I mean. That's what a sell-on clause is. That's so Man United doesn't have a buy-back clause. They have a sell-on clause. So if Everton were to sell Garner for like 60 million, they would get a little bit of money back for him. Yeah, what I meant by that, Duffel, sorry, I answered somebody's question for the moment. You're only 18. How I know how sad you feel because of what's happened. But when you consider doing such an action, such as like potentially, you know, ending your life, it's not just you that you harm. You know, you harm everyone around you. You don't just you don't just destroy your life. You destroy the lives of everyone around you. And that's what a lot of people don't understand about such an action. When people consider doing such an action, they don't realise that it doesn't just affect you, it affects everybody around you. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, you're not ending the pain, you're passing it on to someone else. I've just had a massive thing pop in my head. How are we going to get back out? Yeah, so that's what a sell-on clause or a belly. A sell-on clause is not about buying someone back. It's about if Everton were to sell him on, Man United would get a little bit of the profits. So, for example, say we sell James Garner for 75 million. James Garner, so 75 million. And say Man United have a 5% sell-on clause. So 5%. Can't put the percent button. Ah, there we go. 5% of 75 million. So yeah, 5 million. So for example, or Belly, if you're still here, if Everton were to sell Garner for 75 million, and Man United had like a 5% sell-on clause. Oh. Yeah, if Everton had a 5%, if Man United had a 5% sell-on clause with Man United, and Everton then sold Garner for 75 million, it would basically, they would get 3.75 million from that deal. But if it was 10%, they would get 7.5 million. Right, so I need that chest for a few seconds. I need this chest because we're going to need a lot of stuff. I have got to go back down there. So we are going to have to do it so they don't die. We are going to have to do it so you don't die, so... Bollocks. I'm not going to be able to get back up there, so I think we're going to have to do something clever. I'm not going to be able to get back up there for now. So, I'm going to do something even more crazy. Just give me a second, guys. I'll be back in 2 secs. I'm just trying to find something. That's what I want. I don't know what this is going to be. Still over here from that time-lapse video. Luckily, so if you guys don't know what I'm doing, I'm heading to the minigame area now. I need some more blocks down here, but I can't really afford right now. I can't get back up there. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to go this way. I can't jump. There we go. I'm going to go to that bridge. It's that little bridge over there, if you can see that. I'm going to head over there on this account, because that bridge then takes us to a different bridge. I can cross over into the minigame area on this account. What I'm going to then do is toss those blocks down to me and then leave. Sorry, I built a swing in that tree. I don't know why I built a swing in the tree. I don't know. Right, there we are. This is our build. better just quickly check if I can hold all those blocks. No. So there we go. Right, so if you're watching this, what we need to do now if my calculations are correct, which I think they normally are, if my calculations are, what's this? Oh, my calculations were, okay, right, now I know. My calculations were 2 blocks out. My calculations were 2 blocks out, so the hell? Can't work out. I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I just want to find a suitable place for us to pause the game. I'm back. I do apologise, guys. I'm back. Joe, if I didn't know you like a friend, but not in real life, I would not have told you, and I would told you, and I would be dead. Would be dead. Yeah, but that's the thing, Duffel, and I have talked somebody out of suicide on a stream before, and it's true. You know, it's a quick term solution. In your head, it's a quick term solution. If you get what I mean, in your head, it's a quick term solution. But then most people that do it don't recognize the pain that people have afterwards. You know, it's one of those, like, death is not something to be taken literally. I'll be back in a second. I'm back. What was I going to say? Yeah, you know, death, Duffel, is not something to be taken literally. It's not literally, no, not to be taken easily. You know, death is the final thing. It's not like a video game. You don't come back. Death is the final thing. It's the final sanction. You don't come back from death. So, you know, ending yourself is the worst thing you could possibly do. You know, you're, as you said, you're only 18. You have many more years to live. What you've got to do is, because of how sad you are, what you've got to do is rebound from the sadness. You've got to make something of your sadness. But, you know, ending yourself is never the answer. It's a quick-term solution, but it has so many far-reaching consequences. It tears families apart. That's why I've been acting strange, and actually just, yeah. But yeah, death, you know, ending yourself or, you know, hurting yourself is not the answer. Oh, okay. What I did was I dug down too deep. So I'm going to go down here a second then. So that's where we need to be. Right, so what we're going to do, using sandstone, which I do not currently have any of. So, so I've been acting strange. You know, I understand that. But what you got to understand though, Duffel, as well, basically like what Egg did earlier on. Egg was just saying hello to the stream. He hadn't been on the stream today, and he commented hello, what's up, bitches, because it was Egg. So that's why Egg commented that. He wasn't trying to insult you. He was just entering the stream in the funniest way he thought he could. In the funniest way he could, which most people do try and enter the stream in a funny way. So I have seen people put "what up, bitches" before. There we go. Sandstone. There we go. Right, so no, it's alright. It's alright. No, grief makes you do odd things. And that's just common knowledge. Grief makes you do bizarre things. So when my grandmother died, the first thing I did after I found out about my grandmother's death, I made a flower garden in my Minecraft. I filmed a video of me making a flower garden in Minecraft. There we go. So. Actually, no. Right. Whilst I'm doing this, guys. that's all we need, guys. That's all we need on that regard. What we're doing... Perfect. This minigame is going to look really cool. Shit, I've just lost 30 XP levels, but I don't really give a shit, to be honest. I'm just testing the minigame out. So, we've got 11 pieces of sandstone, so sandstone will line the walls. I'm going to use this other pickaxe for now. There we go. This is going to look really, really good, I think. I understand that. But also as well, you're only 18. You know, life is not plain sailing. It has bumps, it has turns, and how you navigate that, that's how you prove who you are. That's what makes you a person. Right. This is looking great. We've got... We have got... There we go. The next bit will be the important bit. We're going to need more sand. I think we're going to need more sandstone. We're going to need let's get... I don't have any torches at the moment, but this shovel can be useful for now. So we're for this bit here, we're only going to need 3. So the only thing we're going to have to do here is go across here like that. There we go. You guys can hear me, right? Yeah. So, that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to see if we can go along like this and fill this with sandstone. So, all of this is going to be sandstone. I think we're going to go upstairs for a moment because it's getting dark. So, I'm going to sleep, but we are going to go and get some more sandstone and most likely I want us to get... Ooh. I'm going to want us to get some glowstone. And I need to get some redstone lamps at the same time. So we're going to quickly do that for 2 seconds. Just going to repair that. How many people have watched this stream today? 171 of you. Cool. We're almost at my height, guys. We're almost at my height in views. I'm 175 centimeters tall. We're about to cross that in views. We're at 171 views. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is go this way down the stairs. And we're gonna look around for some. Well, first of all, put these doors together. No, keep the food. I'm gonna quickly dump the bits that I don't need right now, like stone and things like that. I need more sandstone, so the sandstone, I'm gonna need quite a bit more of that. Glowstone, we only need, well, I'm gonna take 64 just in case, but I think we're only gonna need about 6. And we're gonna need 2 of the. We're gonna need 4 of these. 4. And then we're gonna need random shit. Anything from random shit? Redstone mix. We're gonna need 4 of these. There we go. So, perfecto. Now we're gonna head home. Then we're gonna head back to the second fortress. Let's go this way. We can second fortress. Go this way. We can go underground. Turn around. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way, and we're gonna go this way. So, and we're gonna go this way. So, I'm gonna go under here like this, and up. I think because I'm chubby, I might as well start bulking. Yeah. Right, what we're gonna need. This is the mini game. What we're working on. We're gonna need some of this. So, let's just be careful. I don't want to die whilst building this. So, but plus, you probably already have muscle there, to be honest. If you're chubby, you probably still have some sort of muscle there. Oh. I'm just going to be careful and go across here like right now. Do this quickly. Muscle gains easier. No, but also as well, you wouldn't be 100% just fat. You still have muscle as well. I just need someone to talk to. Yeah. Let me just find that pickaxe. We are going to have to change some of this. Well, the adults in my school will just assume that I'm in football. Yeah. It depends which type of football, though. It depends which type of football it is. Because obviously you have American football, which that's what I know you just call it football. That's what we call it. We call it American football. Obviously, football in the UK is like what Americans would call soccer. Which, 2 different rules, but the same. Really. You call football rugby. Well, we don't call it rugby. Rugby's older than soccer. Rugby is older than the American soccer, I think. But rugby's a little different. It's basically American football, but we don't wear headgear, so we just crash into each other. American football is basically just a pussy's version of rugby. No offense. Everyone wears protection and headgear, and in rugby, it's like £250 men just smashing into each other. When you see a rugby player, though, nowadays, you know, they're like £200. They're £250 of just pure muscle crashing into each other. Crazy. I think I'm having a panic attack. Just steady breaths. Steady breaths. I mean, I gotta be honest though. I was shit at rugby when I was in school. I was shit at rugby when I was in school because I didn't have the height or the weight for it back then. I was shit at rugby because I just didn't have the height or the weight. So I was fast, but now I play Minecraft and to make drawings for a living. Sounds like heaven. But yeah, I was terrible at rugby, but it was because I didn't have the height nor the weight for it. Because rugby, you've got to have like quite a big weight to be it. So when I was like 13, 14, having to play rugby in school, I hated it because I didn't have the height for it and I didn't have the muscle. So I was the easiest person to tackle just because I was the lightest person, so the only perk I had was that I was fast. But ironically though, guys, even though I am actually quite chubby right now, I'm actually still quite fast. I'm still quite fast. I once won the 800 meter race. I once won the 800 meters race. That's basically like an Olympic sized. That's basically an Olympic sized ring, and I won the 800 meter race. That's basically 2 laps of like an Olympic sized. That's basically 2 laps of an Olympic sized running track, and I won the 800 meters. Ironically, a guy jokingly put a bet on me to win it, and then I won it. As soon as I saw that, I thought, you know what? Oh, I jokingly betting Joe wins. Then, ironically, I won, which is kind of funny. Based on what you commented, Pixel King, I had relatives that thought I would be a great cricket player. And I'm sitting on it's a Monday afternoon, and I'm sitting streaming on Minecraft. But yeah, I generally have relatives that thought I'd be a great cricket player. And instead I'm sitting streaming on Minecraft, guys. Sorry guys, I'm just finishing my dinner. There we go. So, bollocks. So this is almost We're not done yet. We're not done yet, but we're almost done. And then we'll have a crack at it. Then we'll have a crack at playing it. But we've still got quite a chunk of stuff, little bitty bits to do here. The idea is you're going to fall down if you don't make the jump correctly. There we go. Bollocks. I've got to be honest. No, you haven't, Soul Reaper. Oh. Yeah, never heard of him, I'm afraid. I don't really... Yeah, I don't really watch YouTube anymore. So there should be a lot of reports there. I suppose a lot of people have already reported the guy that you mentioned. Oh, bollocks. We're just working on this minigame. I've got a little bit more to do so far, but I reckon two more loads. And then we should be finished with this build. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Actually, let's use the... I think we are going to put some glowstone down here for a second, because this is going to be very... This part here is going to be very dark. If we don't put something down, it's going to be ultra dark down here. Oh. Oh my god, my nose. What we're going to do is we're going to keep going. We're getting closer and closer to this top, to the top section now. Here we go. We're going to go another one up. Right, so I need to go and get more sandstone. So I'm going to jump off. I think we're going to need a bit more glowstone here, I think. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So, if I go up here like this, this should look pretty decent now. I just need a little bit more sandstone to... I need a little bit more sandstone to fix that. But I think we can safely say that this is almost finished. It's just taking us a little while. But this minigame is almost finished. We are going to dump all this shit that we don't need, like all the cobblestone. Stuff like that. Even the yellow concrete and blue concrete now. because I've made a little bit more, kind of made a mistake doing that. Oh! We can get away... Oh. You can get away with losing less sandstone, but have I got any ladders left? If we had some ladders left over, we could technically put some ladders up onto that wall. Should be. I believe that 12 should be enough, really. There we go. Now we're going to go up here a bit more. We've done a lot of building, guys. We're going to go and get a bit more sand. What does the QR code do? It takes you to a novel that I published last week. It takes you to a novel that I posted at the end of March. It's basically the QR code takes you to the books that I've published. It's better than putting the link in. Oh, yeah, it's better than it. I think it's better than putting the link in, because the link in the live stream can get lost. So the QR code basically takes you guys to a book that I published. I published a science fiction novel. Yeah, I published a science fiction novel literally last week. Smooth red sandstone. I think we're going to be out of sandstone soon. We're totally out. Almost. We're almost totally out of sandstone. Just found it. This should be enough, though. I think this should be enough. Yeah, it's better than putting the link in, because the link gets buried. So putting a QR code in. Plus, the QR code never expires. Because the QR code never expires, it means that people can watch this stream in like 10 years' time and find the link and click it as well. Ooh. Hello, SDN. Welcome to the stream. We're just building a mini game over here. I've just come back to grab some more sandstone, as we didn't have enough. Do 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 do. Right, so Joe should be a mad. Why should I be mad? I'm not a... Because I'm mad at myself. Why are you mad at yourself? Why are you mad at yourself, Duffel, though? But that's just normal, though. I'm the same, to be honest. I'm the same. Like, it feels weird, like COVID was 6 years ago. That feels weird. Yeah, basically, Duffel, you're always going to have that. You're always going to have that dread. You're always going to be scared of that. That's just being human. That's not like, out of the question. That is just you being, that's just you being human. Yeah, I put on 40 kg during COVID. So, how much sandstone do we have? Using this stone that we've got, though, let's put that pickaxe away. I'm struggling to breathe. What I would say, Duffel, is go downstairs and get your inhaler. What I would say there is suggest that you go downstairs and get your inhaler. But if you need an inhaler, therefore, it's probably the best thing to always have it on you. I can't get up. What do you mean you can't get up? My favourite build? Ooh, I will answer that in a second. I just want to head around here for a moment. Oh, bollocks. I want to conserve, so where you're not going to see a sandstone piece, I won't put one. I'm stuck. I'm a little confused on how you can be stuck. I'm Minecraft Legacy Console Edition I'm playing. So, we're almost done with this build. I just need to, we're almost done with this build. I just need to do the last bit. I'm stuck on the floor. Crawl. Crawl, Duffel. What are you making? I'm making a mini game. Basically, the idea... I fell over. Crawl, then. So... This is a mini game. Basically, the idea is you have to jump to turn the light on. So I'm just needing... What kind of content do I make? I make content about building things. So right now I'm building a mini game. But we are also at the same time still trying to work on this roller coaster. We're also a tiny bit drunk. But you still know where you are though, Duffel. If you've fallen over, crawl. But the best thing to do if you're struggling to breathe is to get to your inhaler. Multiplayer? I do have multiplayer, but this is an old version which is not cross-play. Basically, I might subscribe. Oh, thank you. It's really kind of you. I will show you. I'm on my back. But you can roll over. You can roll over. Yeah, you can roll over on and then crawl. I need more sandstone. Ugh. Basically, I need more sandstone, but regular sandstone. Oh, pardon me. So, sorry, I had a chip crumb in my mouth. Right, we're just looking around, guys, to see if we got any sandstone anywhere, because I need as much as possible. Are you British? I am. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I am British, very much so. How do you stop your classes? I don't know. Just call them idiots. Just call them AI. Tell them that they're AI. I don't know. Right, I'm gonna head over this way. Whilst I'm looking for sandstone, guys, shall I show you some of my monuments, some of my cool mini games? Should I show you some of the cool mini games? We got boat battle. We got pirate ship battle over there. We got pirate ship battle over there. Not quite finished yet. Over here is fire. Over here is fire. So the aim of fire is you have to do the parkour here. And the aim is to get onto here and put out the house, but the houses aren't on fire at the moment. I can show you guys one of my personal favourites. One of my personal favourites is this one here. This is called King of the Hill. Joe, if I don't respond, I most likely fell down. No, you should be alright. Just if you need your in Halo, it's best to try and get it, therefore. So this minigame, guys, is called King of the Hill. Your aim is to fight your opponent to the top. So, good luck for your goal. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we're aiming to hit 8k by... We're aiming to hit 10,000 by the end of the year. Oh, shit. You can actually die on this game, guys. You can actually die on this game. So the aim is... The aim of the game is to... Yes, all this is... Did you build Spleef? I have, yes. Spleef is over there. It's in the amphitheatre. So I'm going to get to the top of here a second and tell you the rules of this game. The rules of this game is you have a stick and you're trying to knock your opponent off. So you're basically trying to remain the highest person on the map. So this one I came up with on my friend's realm. So I made a version on my friend's realm, and then I made an even crazier version of this mini game on my survival world. Survivor. No. That's quite concerning, therefore, that you were struggling to turn over. You were struggling that you'd fallen down, and you'd fallen on your back, and you were struggling to get back up. That's quite concerning. By the way, you deserve a sub. Oh, thank you. Yeah, these are some of the mini games. We've got another section of mini games over there. So that's the pirate ship battle. That's temple pit. Sorry, battle pit. That's battle pit. Swim with dolphins, boat battle, and boat racing. I'm drunk. But yes, yeah. No, what I meant is that struggling to, and we've even got these launch pads, guys, that you can battle on. You can do a lot of parkour on these. Tell you what, this game was fun to build, mind. A lot of dirt was involved. A lot of dirt was involved when building these. Oh, shit. I better quickly head back there. Oh, gotta go down the stairs first. No, what I meant, yeah, what I meant, Duffel, is I understand you're drunk, but not being able to get up, that's slightly concerning. But I remember you saying about being, like, really fat the other day. Does that play a part in it? Oh, pardon me, I just burped. Let's just pick up these eggs. Free range eggs. We're going to get chicken from one of these. We didn't. A bit. Yeah, that's slightly concerning because that's not light. That's not lights, if you get what I mean. Struggling to, if you fall down and you're struggling to get up, that means you've got to be, you know, pretty big. But yeah, that is slightly concerning. Joe, I'm not a light. I don't glow. What do you mean you're not a light? I didn't say you were light. Do you know what light means, Duffel? Light can also mean how big you are in weight. So you're either heavy or light. Light is two different things. Light can be two different things. So light can be how light something is. So you can, as they say, as light as a feather, as hard as dragon skin, as light as a feather. That's what they mean. I'm not saying you look like light. Light means glow, dummy. No, it doesn't. Light. The reason they say light is because light is light. Light doesn't weigh anything. So light doesn't mean glow. Glow means light glows. Light glows. Glow doesn't mean light. Light, which is why they call someone a lightweight. Yeah, glow means shine. Yeah, so light means that. So here we go, lightweight. That's why they call someone a lightweight. Lightweight refers to objects weighing less than average. Which is why if you're a boxer and you're fighting and you're in the 130 to 135 pound weight class, it means that you're under 135 pounds. I'm 18, not 5. I didn't say you were 5. Yeah, I didn't say you were 5. But you misunderstood what I said. But light generally does mean how much someone weighs as well. Because you can weigh a light amount or a heavy amount. If you're 5'9" and 110 pounds, you are very, very light. I know what light means. It means glow. No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that. Light is light. If something, a light can glow, but light doesn't mean glow. Are you going to be live tomorrow? Yeah. Yeah, I probably will be. Most likely. But light can mean multiple things. And the reason they call it light is because there is no weight on light. Light doesn't have a weight. Goodbye, see you tomorrow. Have a good day, Abatunus. Sorry, Abatunos. Sorry, I was trying to get your name right. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next stream. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah. Yes, that's what it means. Light means two different things. So the lightest weight class in boxing is 135 pounds. But I'm saying, what I was saying, if you were struggling to get up off the floor, it proved you weren't light. That's what I said. Definitely, it said it proves that you're not light. If you were struggling to get up. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that you were struggling to get up. I also know what that feels like. I struggled to walk up a hill a few years ago. I felt out of breath walking up a hill, which was slightly scared me. Here. I didn't say you glow. There's two meanings of the word light, Stuffle. There's two meanings of the word light, which is... Here's the two meanings. Bright and not heavy. Yeah. Shit. I'm gonna die a second. Yeah, I said there's two meanings of the word light. Let me just put my controller down a minute. No, but to answer your question, no, I'm not done. But I did also revoke that. I also did revoke Decepted's ban on my Discord server. Where's my controller gone? I've put. Ah, there it is. Yes, you were Steve. You're dumb. Yeah, I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb, I'm afraid. Yes, I also revoked your ban on my Discord server. It does go very fast, yeah. Light is a very interesting thing. It goes at the speed of light. The speed of light is ridiculous. Can I poop? Yeah, unfortunately I'm not Steve today. I'm a bunny, which I'm always the bunny. But also, Duffel, you can ban Duffelbear. No, I'm not going to ban him. I can't ban somebody for not... I can't ban someone for not knowing... I can't ban someone for not knowing there's two meanings of the same word. That's not a bannable... That's not a bannable... not you, Fortnite character. I don't play Fortnite. Never played Fortnite. But also, I understand that Devil's had a hard time the last few days, so I'm not going to ban him. I'm not going to ban him. I'm not going to ban someone for having a hard time. If anything, that makes it worse. It's probably best. It's probably best. Your name is Steve. Name's not Steve. Hello, Jez. Welcome to the stream. Right. I need some more sandstone. Basically, I'm working on a build, guys, and I need some more sandstone. At the moment, I just can't find... Are you drunks? No, I'm not. But you did say that you were just now. Are you on Nintendo? Yeah. When? You literally said about 20 minutes ago that you were a tad drunk. Yeah, you put, I'm also a tiny bit drunk. Duffel. You literally said, I'm a tiny bit drunk. You got no fucking proof. Yeah. Yeah, I've totally got no proof. Hello, Mighty Mouse. Welcome back to the stream. My mum is looking at this house that's in desperate need of servicing. What does that mean, Pixel King? Is that when you're looking at a house that has like work done to it? It can. Well, I was going to say something then. Based on what you just said, you shocked me when it said wood, because that's not normal for me to hear. The UK, guys, does not use wood in houses, which is really interesting. It's really interesting that America still does that. That's interesting to me that America still does that. Like the UK doesn't use wood in houses, in building houses. That's really interesting that America still uses wood in building houses. The UK doesn't use wood in houses because of the Great Fire of London in 1666. The king at the time signed a document into law stating that all houses in the UK had to be made out of brick and stone. That's why all the modern. That's why the UK has all the modern has all the old architecture made out of stone from the 1700s, because it became law that the UK houses had to be built out of stone. It's really interesting. But it's one of those. You can buy a house for cheap. And then rebuild it to what you want to be. It's quite an interesting thing. I'll be back in a second. I'm back, guys. I'm back. Don't leave. I'm not leaving. Joe, I will miss you. He died. No, I'm not dead. Joe died. No, Joe's alive. Joe's alive. He just nipped away to go and get some pudding. So he nipped away. He nipped away to go and get some sticky toffee pudding. But I need to get some more sandstone. Hello, beloved Jason. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Sunghoon. Joe, don't die. Well, I'm not dying. I'm not dead yet. I'd like to be alive for another 80 years. I'd love to be alive for another 80 or 90 years if I could get it. Is Pickle new? Who? Pickle? Is Pickle new? No. What a legend. No, oh, you're talking about Pixel. No, Pixel's not new. Pixel's been watching the streams for, I don't know, a year? Almost a year. Must be nearly a year now. Must be. Pickle. I'm never going to forget that. Instead of putting Pixel. Pixel said you died. Yep, Pixel was joking. But to be honest, since early 2025. Yeah, I can remember... yeah, I can remember when you joined the stream, actually. Because I made a joke on the stream about... I made a joke about being, I don't know, 5'9" and 215 pounds or something like that. And then you just your first comment was something like, I'm exactly the same height and weight or something like that. And I remember that comment. I was just sat there thinking, is this guy joking or something? Just because it was just so random. It was just so random. I thought, is this guy trying to be funny or is he serious? I made a joke about being 5'9" and like 20 pounds or something like that. And then I saw your comments. I'm exactly the same. And it was just so random. Yeah, I remember your first comment. It's like I can remember Babwo, who watches the stream. I can remember his first comment on the stream. He commented how many I can fit 20 pumpkins up my ass. Kind of joking, kind of not. Yeah, I'm not joking, guys. I'm overweight, but I'm joking. I'm over exaggerating it just because, just to, you know, show that, you know, being overweight isn't the end of the world. I mean, I'm overweight, guys, but I've done over 10,000 steps a day for the last. I've done over 10,000 steps a day. Oh shoot! Oh, bro, I thought it was real, so I cried for nothing. Thank you for crying over me, though. To be honest, it could be worse. Decepted said I got arrested last year. That wasn't nice. But it was a good joke, though. I will admit, it was a good joke. Yeah, everyone... It could be worse. Decepted put on my Discord server last year. I went on a film shoot for a couple of days. 2 days. I went on a film shoot for a couple of days. And Decepted put on a announcement in my Discord server stating that I got arrested, and the amount of people that commented, "What did you get arrested for?" So you're saying you're fat? Not to be rude. That's all right. No, I mean I'm not actually that fat, but I've made jokes about being overweight because the amount of people I see now worrying about things. Like there was a girl in my college class she would moan about would a tiny bit of food, you know, just put £10 on. You know, and it made me think, what, you got arrested? No, I didn't get arrested. My friend jokingly said I did. My friend joked that I got arrested because I didn't stream for 2 days because I was on a film set basically lending my expertise. He's fat because his name is Steve. No, my name's not Steve. My name is Jeff. I'm joking. My name's not Jeff. So yeah, I am saying I'm fat, but I'm not actually saying that I'm fat. Jeffy. I want to be in a film. Cool. What type of film do you want to be in, out of curiosity? Yeah, film is fun. Film is very fun to shoot. I enjoy it. Although it is shit. A horror film. Cool. Film's good. Film is fun. Filming stuff is fun, but it's very hard, and it's basically organised chaos. Who's drunk? Well, you said you were a bit drunk. Well, I can't be drunk, guys, because I don't drink alcohol. And there's other people here that can't be drunk because it would be, it would be beyond the legal. Oh. There we go. I actually want to be a musician. Cool. I drink sometimes. Yeah, I don't. That's kind of weird how that was my first chat, not gonna lie. I was just having a lot of negative self-talk back then. Yeah, but that's kind of what I made all those jokes for, Pixel King. I can't even see that. I can't even see what emoji you've just picked because my screen is so... Yeah, that's but on the regard, if you get what I mean, that's kind of why I made those jokes, though. That's kind of why I made loads of jokes about myself being overweight, Pixel King. That's, yeah. The negative, because of people doing like negative self-talk, that's why I made all those jokes. Like, you know, I'm fat and I don't, but you know, I'm short, I'm fat, but I don't give a fuck. That was those jokes. Everyone just ignore Duffel. Duffel's had a bit of a shit day. He's had a really sad couple of days. He mentioned it earlier on in the stream. So Duffel's a bit emotional, which did you want to creep up on me then, mister? So yeah, so if you get what I mean, Pizza King, you're exactly the reason why I made you're the type of person, a reason why I made those jokes. I made all these jokes about being overweight because of people like you that were you know, feeling negative about, you know, who they were. Yeah, so that's what kind of why I'm... You did make me feel a lot better. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I made you feel better. But yeah, that's the type of reason why I made all those jokes. And I've mentioned that numerous times, guys, about why I made those jokes. Because there's nothing wrong with being overweight. There's nothing wrong with being short, skinny, whatever. You know, you can be the fattest guy ever, but you can still be healthy. I knew a guy who was in my college class. He was like I don't know, 300 pounds, and he was healthier than I am. So, you know, it doesn't guarantee. What is Defo talking about? You reached 8k. Yes, we reached 8k back in February. Yeah, we reached 8k back in February, beloved Jason. I think you started watching after we hit 8k, to be honest. Yeah, we're aiming to hit 9k soon. I want to hit 10k by the end of the year because this YouTube channel will be 10 years old, which is just going to be crazy. It's high blood pressure. Yeah, but you can fix high blood pressure. You can fix high blood pressure. You can fix high cholesterol. Sorry, I can never say that one correctly. I can never say it properly. You can fix those. I joined when you had 5.3k subscribers. Yeah, I hit 5k back in like 2024, and it took us a while. I've always been quite consistent with content, but trying to convince people to like subscribe and stay watching has always been my biggest failing. So, do we have any? Well, I was wondering. I was forgetting what we were doing. I was looking for a crafting table so we can turn some of the sand to sandstone. I suppose see if I can help you make some videos. Cool. What was I trying to do? I had a plate of sticky toffee pudding. Where did I put it? Oh, I put it behind the computer. I put it behind the computer. No, it's alright. Yeah, I will be honest though, everybody. I will never let anybody edit my videos because I studied film production. So the editing part is one of my favourite parts. Who's yelling in the background? No one. That was just my dad coughing. Yeah, I will never let anyone edit my videos because the editing part is one of my favourite processes. I have told people that have asked me about could they be my editor. But it is it is one of my favourite processes. Oh, my foot's been bent up against the desk metal post. I love it, and it's time for me. I just want to post my video. Is he okay? Oh, yeah, he's 100% okay. He's not shouting. He's not shouting or swearing, so he's fine. I will admit though, Pixel King, I'm the same. I love the video editing part, but sometimes my patience levels are just not there. I spent 4 months working on a video to find out I can't post it. I'll be back in a second. I'm back. Sorry, just had to nip away. Oh. I barely get any views, and girls do a small and they get 1 million views. That's true, but also as well, that is very, very true. I wonder if we left any sandstone at this house, because we built it out of sandstone. That's true. Yeah, don't quit YouTube. Quitting YouTube is the wrong example. It's not about what you do, it's about what you upload. You can't stop sneezing. Is it just hay fever? Potentially? I'm just going to nip down here to this chest I left here. I want to see if we had any sandstone left in the chest here. If we have some sandstone, that would be lovely. I just found some. I think that's enough. I think we have enough now to finish the mini game. I'm going to try, but if I don't grow, I might just quit. What are you trying to do, beloved Jason? What is your grand goal with your YouTube channel? What are you trying to do with your YouTube channel, beloved Jason? I must delete my channel a few minutes ago. Yeah, when you almost deleted your channel, I remember you being a little bit upset on your stream. I knew why you didn't get many views. It was because the stream title had no relation to what you were streaming. Get money from my fam. Yeah, that's not what you should do YouTube for. The bit about making people smile, 100%. But you're not going to get anywhere if you're thinking about money. That's where you're going wrong. YouTube's not about growing. YouTube's about uploading videos that you want to make, and then you hope that people will like the videos that you're trying to make. But if you're thinking about, you're making the wrong approach if you're thinking money. If you're thinking about money, that's the wrong approach. Yeah, I worked out why you were struggling, Pixel King. It was because your stream title said, yeah. Well, no, it's not that you weren't energetic. You were the same as ever in your stream. Does Decepted have a single mum? No. Plus his mum is like mid-40s. Right, going on that point. It wasn't that you weren't energetic, Pixel King. It was that your stream title said Pixel King is live. But as a person that's watching a YouTube stream, I'm not... Yeah, so what it was, your stream said Pixel King is live. But as a person looking at your YouTube channel, that's been coming across it, I don't know what you're streaming. I just know it says you're live, because that was the title name. If you'd have put, like, I don't know, Minecraft PS4 edition in the title, I now know what you're streaming, and I can understand what you're streaming. So people are going to click on it now because they know it's Minecraft. It's a Minecraft stream and it's PS4 edition or Java edition. But because the title didn't have anything to do with Minecraft, it was being promoted to the wrong audience. That's how YouTube sort of works in that regard. You're trying to... I still want to bring back the legacy live streams. Yeah, I think you should. But as a suggestion, it would be worth... putting something in the title about what it is. If you put Minecraft, or say like this, for example, Minecraft Legacy Console Edition in the title, then you'll get more people watching it. Because people can see what sort of title it is. Oh, talking of which, guys, I had a really unique opportunity that I turned down. When my stream started taking off, I had a really unique opportunity that I turned down. I had a really unique opportunity that I turned down. The guy that ran the Legacy Minecraft Discord server invited me as one of their YouTubers, and I can work for weeks and only get 10 views. Yeah, but that's not because of the video. That's because you haven't marketed it correctly. So, for example, house tour is. Let me look at your channel a minute. House tour, is it good? There's nothing in the description, and there's nothing in the tags, so you're not actually promoting you're not actually marketing your video. So, for example, you need to tell people in the description what the video is about. Because people aren't just going to click on a random video if they don't know what the video is about. I only got 2 loads. I would love to use a face cam. I don't know. I don't really like the use of face cams in streams, guys. I don't like the use of face cams in streams because I find it distracting myself. Yeah. I wouldn't do face... If you want to do face cam, I wouldn't do face cam until you're like 16. My edits regulate 500. Yeah. But if you want to get more than that, you need to put something in the description. You need tags on the videos, because tags are the metadata. They recommend it. They decide where to recommend it. So right now, type Minecraft Legacy Console Edition. Type Minecraft Legacy Console Edition into YouTube right now, and I guarantee, and if you scroll down, I guarantee a Calamity of Joe video shows up. If you want to understand what I mean, guys, so about what I'm referring to with YouTube right now, type Calamity of Joe into YouTube. Type Calamity of Joe into YouTube, and you will find one of my videos will appear. That's because I've tagged it and put something in the description about what it is. So you type in Legacy Console Edition, it means that YouTube will promote it to you because you've typed in something like, well, Legacy Console Edition. You're looking for that type of Minecraft, so they will type that in. If you type, who's Jason? He's just spelt your name wrong. Well, it is worth making videos. But the videos have got to be, a good quality. If you get what I mean. The videos have got to be a good quality. And they've got to be marketed correctly. Perhaps I should do a video, guys. Perhaps I should do something in my Discord server. And I basically show you guys how to get a video with 1,000 views. Perhaps I should do a video telling you guys how to promote your streams or videos. Got an idea. Perhaps I should do that. So, for example, My phone has a terrible mic. Yeah, your phone's not meant to be a mic. Your phone isn't meant to be a mic, though. That's one thing that you could I could say on that. Your phone's not meant to be a mic. So your phone's not going to be a good mic. But that's because phones aren't exactly meant to be mics. I have just 67 sandstone blocks remaining. Yeah. I hope it goes well, Pixel King. I hope it goes well. Oh, that wasn't very good of me. I need to jump up to here now. $1 equals 18 rands. Yes, I can afford to buy it. Yeah. But it will probably be cheaper there. Just because it's $1 in one country doesn't mean it's the thing. So, for example... Oh, shit, I just died again. Oh, shit, I'm at the other side. Let's just go to sleep a second. Oh, God. Right, let's go to sleep a second. So... Oh, pardon me. Yeah, just because it's $1 in one country doesn't mean it's $1 in the other. So, basically, if you're in a different country, you get more for your money. So what you would get... You get more for your money. So, in some countries, it's... like in America, for example, you know, in America, houses are much cheaper in America. In the United States, houses are cheaper than in the UK. It's rare in the UK now to find a house that's under under 150 grand. Pretty much. So. I should have more sandstone, guys. I should have more sandstone than that. Did it fall down the other side? I shouldn't just have one block remaining. Where the hell's that sandstone gone then? Yeah. But that doesn't mean it's more expensive in that doesn't mean it's more expensive. That doesn't mean it's more expensive. It just means that it's worth more in that country because it's got a weaker currency. $9,000 to 15,000 rands, whatever that is in pounds. Whatever that is in pounds, you would get more. 15,000 rands, you would get more there. You would get more for your money there than you would in the UK, pretty much. And I think that's how it works. You know, I don't know everything on this. So 15 African rand is 67 pence. So 50,000 rand. Sorry, 15,000 rand is 600 pounds. 600 pounds. No Japanese, just kidding. Yeah, so 9,000 rands would be the equivalent of 400 pounds. If a PS5 is 400 is if a PS5 is the equivalent of 400 British pounds there, it's cheaper than it would be in the UK, because it's more like 500 in the UK. Right, so this bed is going to be used for something else now. This bed that we had there, it's going to be used. I can translate to Japanese. Cool. That's what I needed to do. I needed to replace that. So it's now finished, guys. So we can have a crack at playing it. We're gonna put the bed. We're gonna put a bed here for now. You can only sleep at night. So all my stuff that I have on me right now, I'm going to put it all in here to go and play this mini game. So this mini game should be amazing. Now gonna. Joe, it's me. Hello, Germany. Welcome to the stream. Right, is that everything? Take that armor off as well. So good. Let's go play the mini game. Right. So the aim of the game is to. The aim of the game is to try. We're gonna need to. Tell you what. Just for this, I'm going to go and go to peaceful mode. Just while we're doing this, I'm going to go to peaceful mode, so I can explain to you how it works without like losing hunger. I'm Makados. I can tell you were. Yeah, I could tell you weren't German, Makados. I could tell you weren't German because you spelt Germany wrong. You spelt it with an E, not an A. Right, ready? Let's play the game. So, I missed. I've got to go all the way back to the start now. The idea is you've got to jump over there and turn the light on. Right, so you've got to jump to the yellow, 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 yellow. So we can turn it on now. But now we've got to hop back. And but we've already done one of them, so that doesn't count. But we've got to go all the way back across here. And now we're going to go this way. 1, 2... Oh. Shoot. Nintendo Switch. I have to use my Lenovo laptop to do this phone call. It's going to start like shit. It's not a phone call then. Technically, it's not a phone call then, Pixel King, if you're using your laptop. So technically, it's like it would be a video call. Because technically, it's not a phone. In a way. Oh. So, guys, we have our mini game. We're not. So we've changed it. You don't die because we couldn't. The idea was. Yeah, video call. Yeah. What was I gonna say, guys? I'm gonna put some glowstone in there. I think. This mini game is absolutely amazing. I don't know why I can't just use my perfectly capable desktop. I don't know. I'm going to have to go and fix my pickaxe. I want to go across here a second. Can I join in Minecraft Pocket Edition? No, I'm afraid, because that's Pocket Edition. I'm playing Legacy Edition. What? You can disable those background apps, though. You can disable those background apps. That's one thing you can do. Guys, I like this minigame. So we have added a new minigame to the minigame area, which is amazing. I don't know how long we're going to stream for, guys, because it's almost 8 o'clock at night for me. I'm going to probably end the stream soon. I'm working on a book at the moment, guys. I'm working on a book at the moment. I'm currently planning Dawn of Planets Book 5. I'm afraid it's not. I have a Realm version of it. I have a version on Bedrock edition of this world that's a Realm for channel members. You guys can join it on there, but not on the Legacy edition. It's 8:47. Yeah, it's 7:47 for me. Let's put all that in there. Look at it. I think we did an amazing job, really, and it fits. It's quite a small mini game. It's 32 blocks long, 7 blocks wide. It's a cool idea, isn't it? The aim is you've got to be able to hop. You've got to hop. Initially, I was going to call this mini game. Initially, I was going to call this mini game was initially going to be called. Yeah, this minigame was initially going to be called what was I going to call it? I forgot. Shit. Initially, it was going to be called Hop, Hop, Hop. But I've just settled to call it Watch Your Step. Watch Your Step. You're gonna rickroll. There were no strangers to love, you know the rules, and so do I. You can get this. I just wanna tell you I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Not gonna give you up. Gonna let you down. Turn around and desert you. Watch your... No! Oh, watch your step, and I can't put the exclamation mark. There we go, the game is called Watch Your Step. Because the idea is you've got to watch your steps to do the parkour. I think it looks amazing, guys. I think it looks an amazing. I think it looks like an amazing build so far. You kind of look like me. Cool. With a beard and a unibrow. Well, yeah, that cracked me up. Like I wanted when I shot that video, guys. I can sing and rap. I can't rap. I can sing, but I can't rap. Like, I hate rap music because I can never keep up with the lyrics. So we've got a mini game. We can now build an. Actually, do we have any of that sandstone left? We actually have some fences left. We have some fences left. So obviously the fences, yeah, that video, guys, I'm saying this honestly, that video cracked me up. I thought that the comments would be about, oh, you know, oh wow, he's brought out a book. What's it about? That's what I thought. I can't rap. I'm really bad. It's because I can't keep up with the lyrics. What? But I will be on the honest side, as I am mostly. When I see a lot of rap songs now, I don't like the context of the songs. When I see a lot of rap songs now, though, I don't like the context of a lot of the songs. Because a lot of the songs, some rap songs have some really like questionable lyrics. When Joe Biden says it, I gotta be honest, no I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, based on your comment picks, okay. I thought most people from that video would be talking about my book, but they were talking about my unibrow. They were talking about my eyebrows, which is kind of funny, guys. It's kind of funny. Right, so why is Sung-hoon spamming? That's not spamming. That's not spamming. He's put like 3 comments. He's put 3 comments in the last minute. He's put 3 comments in the last like 2 minutes. That's not. It makes sense because you face reveal for the first time when you made an actual video. Yeah, I mean it wasn't really a face reveal. It wasn't really a foot. You have a unibrow. It wasn't a face reveal because technically my face has been in some of my friends' videos. But it was more to the fact. It was more to the fact that I was trying to find an interesting way to... Actually, I've got some of these over there. Why is he saying Joe? Because that's my name? Because it's my name. I had some... Shit, where did I put them? Ah, oh, bollocks, I thought I had some. Yeah, it was because I was promoting my book. So it wasn't really a face reveal, guys, because you know my face was in some short film that I shot and all that. It was just a lot of you hadn't seen what my face looked like. It was mainly a lot of you hadn't seen what my face looked like, so for a lot of you it was like a reality shock. Joe, I need to say something. Well, say it. Say what you need to say. I need to find all people are welcomed in streams. Well, that should just be this. That should just be everywhere though. All people are welcome in everyone's streams. Yeah. No sandstone. I need. I forgot about this place, guys. What should we do? What should we do here, guys? What do you think? I built this house years ago. Joe, do you know who Joe is? Yeah, I do know who Joe is. Me. Can you build me a soldier palace? We could build a palace. People fighting in my chat. Yeah, I had a shit night last night from people fighting in the chat. You know, I'm really hard to piss off. I'm really hard to piss off, guys, because I'm just... Well, mainly because, you know, I just don't care. And that's something that a lot of you will learn over the years, guys, if you're watching these streams. I don't give a shit. You know, I don't give a shit if someone takes the piss at me. I don't... Oh, shit. I've hurt my arm. My arm slipped. You know, I don't give a shit if people, like, take the piss at me. And I don't... I can't remember what... I'm not swearing. Yeah. I just comment on the vid. Cool. Just trying to work out why the fuck this is wrong. Oh. Hello? Yeah, I'm still here. I just slid off my chair a little bit. Oh. Sorry guys, my back's a little sore. Basically, because I said piss, Sung-hoon has autism. Sung-hoon has autism, so he can sometimes not understand the meaning of what people are saying in the stream. So if I say something like I don't care when people take the piss of me, he doesn't understand the context of what I just said. Sung-hoon, I said. Yeah, actually though, Pixel King, on that regard though, yeah, no political fights in streams, yeah. But I wouldn't say, you probably shouldn't know where you are politically right now at the age of like 14. You probably shouldn't know where you are politically at 14. Most likely, guys. Because he misheard what I said because of my accent. I said Sung-hoon, but he misunderstood what I said because of my accent. I do know a ton about politics, though. Yeah. But yeah, you probably shouldn't know where... You aren't even reading my chats. No, I am. Politics and civics. Yeah, but you shouldn't know where you are politically at, like, 14, though. Because, you know, there's other workings of governments that you would not know about, if you get what I mean. Oh my god, my foot. It's a bit dark, guys. Let me just quickly close the blinds. What's wrong with my accent? I'm talking about my accent. I think... Well, no, they're not different. The politics in the UK isn't different. Politics in the UK is different, but yeah, at 14 you probably shouldn't know where you are on the political spectrum, because you only really hear politics from, you know, your people around you. You only hear about people around you, so you don't know. Like, for example, where I'm from in the UK, we say that Margaret Thatcher was an absolutely terrible British Prime Minister. But that's the people around me. That's where I'm from. Where I'm from, people see Margaret Thatcher as a terrible prime minister because she destroyed the local. She destroyed where I'm from's industry. But on the other hand, the British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher also rebuilt Britain on the world stage. She made the UK be a superpower again. But I wasn't alive, so how can I say Margaret Thatcher was a bad Prime Minister? If you get what I mean, that's what I meant, Pixel King. I said when you're young, you shouldn't know where you are politically because you only really hear it from your family. Guess who Joe is? Who's Joe? And it's going to be Joe Mama because I already know where this is going. Yeah, politics is not different. The only difference is, you said he posted his toilet. Yeah, that guy. I blocked him. I blocked him on my friend's Discord server because he kept pinging me random stuff. Guess what? Yeah, it's not different, but you probably shouldn't know where you are. Yeah, I blocked him because he kept pinging me. Yeah, Loika. He still watches the streams, but he doesn't realize that I've blocked him. So he basically, throughout today, he's been putting posts in, not realizing that I haven't seen any of it. So here we go. At Climate of Joe, I will call you this. No context of why he's calling me something. Then a load of other things. At Climate of Joe, why are you fat? And it's just really weird comments. It's just really weird comments. I will be back in 2 seconds. I'm back, guys. Sorry. Where is Joe? Joe went AFK for a minute because he had to go downstairs and do something. But I am ending the stream, guys. But I am going to end the stream because I am slightly... Yeah, I am going to end the stream, guys. We built a mini game, which we can just about see from here. Today we built a mini game, which is amazing. I'm going to end the stream because I finished what I wanted to make today. So I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good rest of your day, guys.